Welcome back. We talked shit and we got hit. We return to the A competition, the Europa League. Most important competition for United at this point. We know the Prem's gone. We're out of the FA Cup. We're out of the Carabao Cup. This is it. This is our Super Bowl. Every single Europa League game, we need to have the most confidence, the most swagger, the most, attitude, positive attitude going into the game. Keeping our head down and keeping to ourselves and making sure we just rely on each other and our own team and not worry about the outside noise. Don't let that pressure get to you. But unfortunately, we had someone apply more pressure to us, even though we're the biggest pressured club in the world, or at the very least in England. We don't have enough pressure, so let's just go ahead and have our goalkeeper talk shit.
The whole scenario before is all about Onana. Before the game even starts, right? Before we even get into the game itself, there's some talk to be had.
You have to immediately start with Onana put us in a position where we couldn't be confident that he was going to have a really great performance because we've seen so many clangers in the past. And so many times he's made the worst errors leading to us losing or whatever. And that's whatever. When you actually perform and you do well, you do your job well, you keep your head down, you don't bring unnecessary attention, like I said. But that's not what he did. He decided to say, Lyon are, on paper they're a good team, but we're a better team. We should be able to win this comfortably. We should be fine. All the things that you don't want to hear. Maybe you can think them, but you don't say them out loud. You don't go to the press or Instagram or whatever and say, they're a good team, but we think we can beat them. We think we're the better team comfortably. We can do what we want. And it's like, this is a Europa League quarterfinal. These aren't the Real Madrids and Barcelonas, but Lyon is a damn good team.
The A competition over here.
It's the A competition. But Lyon is a good team. You have to give them their respect. And then we see Nemanja Matic, the former United player, shout out, we know, he says that, I don't know why you're talking shit when you're not, like, the worst goalie in United's history. And I mean, and then the hits just keep coming. Onana then rebuttals and says, I didn't mean to disparage any team, but, at the end of the day, I've won trophies for this club, and some others can't say that. And, Nemanja Matic can't say that. But he did go up 1-0 when Lyon went up 1-0 in the mind of Andre Onana.
It's, Lyon, the drama, the whole thing. Lyon are a good team, like Trevin said. They got some superstars. Cherky.
Up and coming. He's a dog.
Thiago
Almada, former Atlanta FC Academy product. I don't think he's Academy product. We love to see
Atlanta
that.
United guy, MLS guy, going to Lyon. Also on the Argentina national team, been playing and actually getting minutes and stuff for them. On Lyon as well. Lacazette, somebody who came on earlier, some talking points to be had about him.
Little wash.
This Lyon team, though, it's a solid team. They're in the quarterfinal for a reason.
Yep, they're in 4th place in France for a reason. They're competing in there for the 3rd spot. The 3rd spot gets an automatic knockout stage of the Champions League, whereas the 4th place gets the play-in, so they're really competing there. They've got, multiple competitions they need to worry about. But for us, this is it. We have to win these upcoming Europa League games or we're done. Or our season, you may as well just end it. Write us up for 12th or whatever the hell we are now. Like, that's what we'll be. Write it, whatever. Doesn't matter. Ship has sailed. We're trash. But we had to hang our hats in the Europa League, and we couldn't do it. I mean, we go first half, pretty decent 20 minutes. I mean, a couple opportunities back and forth, but then we just see Andre Onana's error leading to a goal once again on a European game. It's so frustrating to see. I mean, the guy brought on so much unnecessary pressure. Yep. He can't back it up. He's had so many mistakes, and I've seen people really getting on his case, and it's deserved. And saying that, he hasn't been good since he's signed. It's like, that's not entirely true. But he's run out of excuses. He's run out of chances.
Yeah, this game, you can see, it shows you don't be talking shit and stuff, and then right before the game, and then you go and have a performance like this. Yeah. And we're just talking about the first goal. First goal. Wait, we'll get there.
There will be more.
There will be more. But for right now, this first goal, I mean, that in itself, like, you're gonna go on in these whatever social media, the press, whomever, do these things, have this type of performance, letting down your team. I mean, honestly,
Clangers.
the United team overall, maybe it wasn't their best game. Obviously not. You could expect more from other players as well.
Yeah, but we had an okay game. I mean, we didn't play great, especially in that first half. You know, they go up 1-0, and then we start to come back, and it seems like, okay, we can get a little bit of something, and then right before halftime, we get one back. Lenny Euro, just absolute immaculate performance. Like, the guy cannot put a foot wrong. It seems like after, you know, the first 2 months of the season, you know,
wasn't he hurt or something too? And like,
he may have got rinsed once, and then, you know, he got hurt a little bit thereafter. But he's been so good since he's come back. I mean, the guy is just, the ceiling for him is so high. It's great to see him get his first goal. And what I loved about that even more was that after they asked him, hey, why didn't you celebrate? He said, we were here to win a game. And, you know, that was to level us. That's the attitude we need to have. Those are the type of players that we need to seek out, that we need to be integral parts of our team. Shout out.
That's a noble line right there from little Lenny, not little, but big Lenny Euro, because that
young man.
That guy was definitely sought out by multiple people. It's good to get your first goal for a club, as always. A nice little Bruno flick in, little deflection, goalie punches it out, not into the best area. Ugarte, was it a pass, was it a shot, doesn't really matter. He puts it into a dangerous area nonetheless. Lenny Euro puts it in. 1-1, and that's pretty much the whole first half. And then, you know, second half, coming out of the gate, honestly, I thought Lyon were the better team.
I agree. Lyon were definitely the ones on the front foot. They had more attacking opportunities. They had the better of the attacking opportunities. Now, we did have a couple. I mean, Garnacho had one that he kind of scuffed. There was another one for Højlund that, you know, he kind of created on his own, but then he ended it on his own, too. You know, I mean, he's just another one. Like, I hate to keep trashing on the kid, like, because he is a kid. He's 22 or whatever he is. He's young. He doesn't really know everything that he's going to know, obviously. You know, he's going to get more experience, but I just don't think United's going to be the team for him. I think his ceiling is you know, a pretty good ceiling still, but he isn't consistent enough. It's, you know, been too long since he's scored. He's not the striker that we need. We need to bring somebody in. You know this. I know this. I'm a broken record, whatever.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. But he didn't have a great game. He completed 2 passes in 70 minutes. I mean, to put that in perspective, Xerxes played 20 minutes, or maybe 65 and 35. You know, 25. But Xerxes completed 8 out of 9 passes in 25 minutes.
Xerxes not only passing around, he gets the goal. You go up 2-1, and it's the 87th minute, and we're talking about Lyon here. They were on the front foot for sure. Lacazette had so many chances, so many opportunities to put Lyon up 2-1. Couldn't do it. Other guys had a few chances here, but Lyon were definitely more the attacking side coming out the gate in the second half. United, I mean, kind of not really gifted, but Lyon not doing the greatest there. Bruno ends back up on the ball in the attacking part of the field, and he puts in a really good ball. And Xerxes, who comes on and shows yet again why he should probably be the starting striker, center forward, cam, whatever the fuck you want to say. He needs to be up in the front lines because he's doing things like this.
He's doing exactly what he needs to. You know, at that point, I'm thinking, okay, let's sit back, let's defend well. We've defended pretty good. There's been a couple of mistakes. You know, Mazzarelli got put on the ground, and, you know, there's been a couple of errors here or there, but, you know, the goalie is just the one error or area that we've been bad at today. And then, again, you know, not even 4 or 5 minutes later, Lyon
94th minute, like
Lyon get
maybe
the goal.
30 seconds left in the game.
They like basically the last kick of the game, Lyon get a goal through another Onana error.
It's he tries to save it, just puts it right back into a dangerous area. Goalie error. I mean, I'm not a professional goalie. I don't really know what he should have done there, but he shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean?
That's apparent for everybody watching. You know, like, you would think, okay, either you figure out a way to catch it or deflect it somewhere that's not 2 feet in front of you for somebody to get right on.
He was onside too. Puts the ball in the back of the net. Really good goal too. I mean,
good goal from Turkey.
Right over.
I hope we sign him.
You know?
I hope we sign him. I mean, think of this as an audition, like Ronaldo with Sporting. You know, Turkey did exactly what he needed to do in that moment. He was in the right spot. He was waiting for Onana to make a mistake because everybody knows that he will. Everybody knows that he will make a mistake. You just have to pressure him, and then he puts his own pressure on, and then the media, and then him, and it was just so frustrating to see, and it was so. It made me so dumbfounded, but also I was not surprised in the least because I just knew something was going to happen because this season has been dreadful for us in every single aspect.
A 2-2 for Man United in Lyon in France. That's what it's going to come down to. We're going to go into the second leg. It's going to be tasty.
It's not the worst result in the world, you know. Like it sucks. You go out of that thinking, you know, we should have won 2-1, but. Or really could have been 3-2 or 3-1 or whatever because Lyon just couldn't score their chances, but neither did we. And, you know, we'll see what happens in Manchester, but we better figure something out.